Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are back with another replay analysis in gold, this time 2v2, and a big thank you to Julie1323 for doing this. Believe it or not, I think this is the highest, the most common rank in the game. Had a real hard time finding someone with a replay for us to analyze, but we are gonna analyze this one. So, this kickoff, we don't flip towards it. So what happens is we use all of our boost to not get to supersonic. This is a big problem. We need to get faster to the ball here. As you can see, both players are pretty far away. They did a similar kickoff here. So what you want to do is flip towards the ball. It doesn't have to be special. Literally right here, you can just do a real simple front flip to the ball as you boost. So what you can do is here, you can boost, grab this, then flip. So boost, grab, and sort of flip about here. And then you can turn into the ball and you can either do a push or a hook. I know it's very simple, but it would be much better than this because you'll get to the ball faster. Which would have gave you an advantage, even though you get the advantage anyway. There's always room to improve. Okay, well, this isn't bad at all. You know, you've tapped the ball back to your teammate. The problem is here is just sort of the flip off there. You didn't really need to do the flip off, so you can tap it back. That's absolutely fine. But right now, you just start driving down the wall. Just start driving and get your feet on the ground. That's what you want to be doing. Okay, right. So, first of all, look at this. They come into the ball and they're going to dive across. We aren't as close as we could be here. So once our teammate takes the ball here, they've gone and rotated back. That's fine. We can actually close the gap a little bit here again with a front flip. So if we just come here and front flip across here, we will be closer to the action and more of a threat. Now, granted, these two, they just dive and miss the ball anyway. But if in higher ranks, we will need to be a little bit more closer to create a threat and also for our fakes to work more effectively. So here, we could definitely take a jump closer. So here we're over here, you know, not really doing too much. What we can do now is flip over here. And just now we're in a bit more closer proximity. Now, the reason we can do this is because they have nothing coming in this direction. Boom, boom, you know, towards our net. There's no way they can get it towards our net because they're both coming from this direction if they choose to go. Okay, so the momentum is only going to go one way. It's going to go in this direction. You see, it's all about momentum and force going through the ball. It all goes in lines. So we can actually now start to put ourselves in a position around here. So we're still central. We're still on the inside of the ball. So the ball's here. We're on this side of it, not this side. We're on the inside of the ball. And we're close. We're threatening. We are scaring. And what we're also doing here is we are steering them. Now, they already are steering themselves, but we always really want to steer players around the outside. So our force, our presence is here to force the player to go naturally, as we do in life. We go to the route of least resistance. That is how humans work. We want to make them go there. They say, hey, this player's here. I can see them. So I'm going to go this way. That's great because we're going to take you to our teammate who will be waiting patiently for the ball. So yeah, we could just get a little bit closer there to the action. And then here, because we would have been closer, we would have actually been able to take that ball. We would have actually had a free ball. Imagine if we would have been there. So like, look at this, right? They come across here. We've flipped over here. We're here. Boom, they've missed the ball. Bam, we got it. We got it. Boom. Okay, now we can maybe scoop into a flick. You know, we can bounce hit it onto the backboard. We can do all sorts of different things here. Maybe a bounce shot. All sorts of different things. But instead, because we're far away, you're naturally wanting to get back in the action. The problem is, look at the amount of boost we just waste, right? So we use a lot of boost. We didn't flip. You always want to, if you're initiating a push or initiating a sequence that begins with you wanting to get to a location and you are far away, the best thing you can do is flip towards that location because that will give you a boost. You will move faster. Then look at this. I talk about it all the time, okay? Challenging as the first man really isn't necessary at all because there's no threat here. There's literally nothing to worry about in this. There's nothing to worry about. Our teammates going back. We saw them going back, all right? So they're in the corner. So we don't have to worry. Our goal as the first player here is to make them outplay themselves, to make them give up the ball to us so we can get possession. Either us, as in yourself, Julie, or V19. So right here, instead of rushing and using all this momentum, what we could have done, obviously, say we didn't get closer to the ball, because we would have wanted to be closer and pick the ball up, but let's just say we didn't, okay? We're coming from there. We can drive in, okay? I would have preferred more of an inside position, so let me back up the camera. From here, okay, we're here. Now look at this line you take. You go out, because you think the shot's coming. Now from here, we don't want this slow curve. This is too much of a slow curve. We're curving around like this. This doesn't mean our fake's going to work very well. Instead, let's come here, okay, and fake. And then refake. And then refake. And then refake, okay, until they give us the ball. Loads and loads of fake challenges. So as you can see, what happens is you go very wide. And now we're past the play because, remember, we've always got to pay attention to what are our opponents doing. These guys are the big issue here. I'm not bothered about anything else. What are these guys doing? These are what we've got to react to, especially when they've got possession. Well, we know they've just come down the wall and they're facing this way. So you can pretty much guess where the ball's going to go. I'm going to tell you, the ball's going to go this way. So if we're challenging, like they're going to play it this way, across here, then we're never going to get the ball. So this is great, I suppose, if you want to grab the boost and go back. But we don't, this sequence, we don't need this because we didn't need to use as much boost. So what we actually wanted to do was come more from here, more onto the inside of where they're going to play the ball because we know they're going to be the next person to hit it. And then we can fake out like that. And our teammate, hopefully, who was waiting in the corner back here, okay, there was some over here if we go all the way back, they can come and get the possession. They can come and collect it. So diving in there just creates a potential 2-on-1. They picked it up fast, but we didn't need to do that because, look, if you didn't dive here, they're still going to take that hit. They didn't react to you diving because you dived after. So imagine if you faked. That hit would still happen, and what would happen here is it would fall to your teammate, and you'd be able to back them up on their next hit. So that's the idea of it. They're going to play the ball away anyway, so we don't want ourselves away from the action. Good clear by your teammate. Okay. So, again, it's all about thinking about stuff again. I kind of like what you've done here with your positioning. I do kind of like this, to be honest, that you've stayed in this middle position. Realize, well, I don't really need momentum. I can stick around. But this is unnecessary. Because what are we going to gain here? We're going for an aerial. We don't need to... There's no threat. There's literally zero threat from this player. And we're going to go for an aerial. Okay? And the aerial, if we hit it, is going to do this, right? Let's just go forward a little bit slower, okay? And we're going to see why there's no point doing this. Essentially, remember the 1v1 video? Look at our nose. We're now going towards the corner, but let's just slow this down. So this here, right? I can see that it does end in a goal, but all we're doing is pushing the ball into the corner. And what could have happened there, and what should have happened, quite frankly, is there should have been the outplay here. So when this happens, from their perspective, they've got to be looking at this like a free possession because you're coming into the corner, and what they should have done, first of all, the opponent, they're a bit slow getting back over here, right? So they should have been darting across here anyway, coming back as fast as they could. This person should have realized you're coming into their corner on a low percentage shot and just faked away. They don't need to hit this ball here because you're actually hitting the ball away towards them. The fact that they go late is just a real bad decision from them. So instead, like, this is what I always tell people, and people do find it hard. I'm sitting here saying that you scored a goal, but you did a bad thing. Okay, and people are going to say that don't make no sense. Trust me, this is not a high percentage play because if they turned or if they actually went for the 50 and just smacked it themselves, they'd probably be in a better position than you here. Okay, this shouldn't really have ended the way it did. It only ended the way it did because this person went for it, and there's no way they're hitting it. Even if you don't hit it, they're not hitting it. So there's no reason for them to go for it, like there's no reason for you to go for it. So that was a good little thing. But here we're just playing the ball into the corner. We're using boost to do it. There's no threat, and it means we got to try and recover. You do a good job of recovering. And him, Benny's, now look at the rotation line here. So they grab the boost. They're coming back. Why are they coming directly to the ball? And guess what? I'm going to guarantee everyone out there does this. You go to the ball. Why? 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 Just think about it. Think about why. If we come in this way, we are another obstacle in our teammates' way. Imagine they're trying to clear this and we're taking up this much space. They could have hit it across here, but now we're taking up this space. It's going to bobble off us and it could go back in. So never get in the way of where your teammate can clear it. Never go back towards the ball like this unless you are looking for a demo and you can guarantee it. But they're not looking for a demo, okay? So instead, here, we should be fading in. We should be fading in. We should be coming round. We should be coming round. Back post rotation. I've said it till I'm blue in the face. And yet I don't ever see anyone do it. It's the craziest thing. And people have been saying it for years, not just me. For years, for the past 6 years or however long Rocket League has been out. It's pretty obvious and logical that you have to rotate most of the time to the back post unless you're going to get a demo. So you have outward momentum. It just makes sense. But let's see what this does, this forced. Right, now look. Where's their momentum now? Exactly. Okay? They've got no momentum going towards the ball. They've got no momentum going outwards. So once this happens, their momentum's going towards their own net, which is fine. Which is fine if you can then get onto the backboard, start shadowing and stuff like that. But it's twos. We should have quick rotations. You know, it should be quick. Bam, bam, bam. Outward momentum, outward momentum. And they know that. And they don't want the ball. And this is just identical to the 1v1. Look what happens. Always comes down to the corner. Always comes down to the corner. That should not have been a goal. They shouldn't have come for this. And again, this is something I see so much. Is we're here and we're just going to sit and stop our momentum here. This doesn't make sense, okay? What needs to happen is, first of all, I know it's not their, we're not really analysing their replay. We're going to look at the game as a whole because we can learn from everyone here. Okay, as it comes back, right, let's look at their rotation and let's look at what I would have done. Okay, and what we should have done in my opinion. We'll take it down to 50% so we get realistic speed. Right, I'm flipping here. Boom. I'm not even looking at the board. Boom. 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 Okay, I'm here. Got possession. I'm just going to hold possession. I'm not going to smack it. I could smack it. I could probably smack it and get an open net, but I could just easily jab this ball. Jab it. No, don't have to jump into it. Jab the ball. Okay, because this player's coming in. And what's going to happen? The ball's going to go and it's going to bounce into the middle. So as soon as you jab the ball, all you've got to do from this position is jab and turn here. And wait for it to come. So always, always, always just rotate. And I'm going to say it again. Here, go to the back post. Bam. Bam. We don't. If we look at the ball and it's close, we don't have to grab those two boosts if we need to take a little bit more of a tight line. Boom. And I'm here. And now I'm here. And now I'm here. Okay. And I've got outward momentum. And obviously, if I was in a car, it'd be a bit more obvious how smooth it is. So even though this does end in a goal, it shouldn't have ended in a goal. I do like that your patience there. So, I mean, I know it sounds crazy to say this, but this here is a little bit risky. Shouldn't have really ended in a goal, but both players made big mistakes defensively there. And this is where we're going to see the goals, really. It's not going to be from offensive outplays. We're going to see mistakes. We're going to see defensive mistakes. Okay, so I'm never a fan of this. I know people do. So I'm not a fan of boost grabbing like this. And look at this. What have we just done by grabbing this boost? What have we just done? We have said that we are all in, okay? We're a gambling person. We're a betting person. We've said all in, 100% we feel the ball is coming on this side. 100%, okay? But what if it doesn't? But what if it doesn't? What if the ball falls onto this side and Hillbilly scoops it up and he starts to come across here and we got to use all this boost to come across? Or if it dies in the middle and Tisp just smacks it over the top, we got to come back and use all that boost we just grabbed. You see what I'm saying? What if instead of doing that, instead of going 100% in, what if we just, from this position here, what if we reverse? And grab this pad. See where the ball is going. And now flip. Grab this and now we can fake. Because we're going to be in a similar position anyway. But the problem is here, if you look at it, we've grabbed the boost. We don't even know what's happened on the kickoff yet, okay? And then we've just used, we're down to 70 boost, and now we've been smacked. So here, this is not, I mean, you've got the right idea. You've got the right idea. You've took the boost, you've gone here. You should already be turning away from this now because your teammates made a mistake. 10 points for the mistake they've made. Does anyone know the mistake they've made? If you don't know the mistake, then something's clearly wrong, okay? They've rotated ball side. They've rotated ball side. They didn't need to rotate ball side. There's nothing to gain. If they come here, then we got 3 options. But because they've rotated ball side, it ends up ending in a smack. So again, V19, rotate to the back post. Rotate to the back post. And here instead, because of them doing this, you can grab and turn back like this. Grab, just to fake that you're going to go for it and turn back. That way you'll dodge them. And also this player is more likely to get rid of the ball. But instead, like this, yeah, ends in that. And you can just see the awkwardness. Let's just look at this from V19's perspective. Right now, they need to turn. They can see Tisp is definitely winning this. So they need to go, right, okay, boom. Maybe flip here, here, and wait. Now imagine if they just waited here a second, right? Ah, brilliant. Outward momentum to the ball. You see what I'm saying? The ball's going to come straight to me. Fantastic. I can just take that. I can take it. Okay? So, that's the mistake there. So this right here, which is a throwaway of possession. You see, so we don't need to hit this. We don't need to hit this. There's no enemies around. We do not need to hit this. We need to take our time. So whenever you get a ball like this, you hit it away. You've done a good job boost grabbing. Don't use your boost. Don't use your boost. Don't use your boost. Because we don't need to use our boost, we'll let that come. If they come and reach out, well, V19's way too close. Okay. Right, this is just... Okay, so if right, there's a couple of mistakes going on here. Okay, guys, V19 shouldn't be here. You're clearly on the ball. There's no reason for V19 to be here. They need to be here. They need to be here, and as you slowly push out, they can come here and start to do a build-up play. Okay, or they can come here and start to do a build-up play. What they don't want to do is they don't want a strong side. Now we've got 2 players in the same area. This is not going to end well most of the time. Now, add on to that, here, when we get this ball coming on, we just need to take control of it. Hold the ball a second. Get our thinking together. So there's two big problems there. One is we hit the possession away. And 2, the teammate's positioning is right behind. So my point was going to be, that if you don't hit this away, so if you stay here and the ball comes down, but they re-challenge, okay, let's just say they re-challenge and their 50 goes bam, and it comes into the middle, it shouldn't matter because V19 should be like here. And they should be able to get up to it if it's a threat, or if they can quickly look on their camera and see that there's actually no one in this area, they can catch the ball, they can instant flick, they can put it across to this side, they can do all sorts is what I'm saying. So they've made a mistake here because if you were now to have a challenge and lose it, then it would be a goal potentially. Okay, so that's the mistake there. But again, we shouldn't have hit the possession away in the first place, really. Okay, so we've missed all the pads. So when we're in this situation, what we want to do, I like how you're turning, you got full boost here. Now what we want to be thinking is a flip because we're trying to get back on defense. Anytime you're trying to get back on defense, initiate with a flip. It looks like you might do actually. So we're going to flip here, grab this, come here. Okay, now we got a view. So you do the flip, you've got the right idea, but now you've just cut your momentum short. See, now your momentum's going backwards. Now look at this little change here, right? Look at this. So we jump and we cut. We cut this. This is with angle cut. We haven't took a wide enough line. Here's the difference. You come here, you front flip here, you land, you come here, you grab. You could grab that one if you want. You come round. Oh, we got outward momentum. Boom. Great, I've got out with momentum. I'm backing my teammate up. And by now, I've got about 80 to 100 boosts because I've just collected all these pads. And I can sit here. I can wait. Great. I'll start coming across. Okay, fine. We lose the possession there. I'll turn back around. I'll come in. Boom. Okay, I see what they're doing. Boom, I'm going to collect the possession. I'm going to collect the possession. Okay. So, here, we don't want to kill our momentum like this. As you can clearly see the momentum's being killed because you cut your line really short. You basically do a turn on the spot and you can see your car actually goes backwards for a second. And then you go to the boost here. If I'm being nitpicky, we could have had outward momentum earlier and we didn't even need that corner boost. We could have stayed in a central position just in case they did have a good challenge or go for something insane. But now we're in a good position. Oh, okay. We were in a good position. Well, we were in a good position for a little bit here. Okay, so this is good. This is fine. And now all we got to do is turn away. All we got to do here is turn away. We're under no threat. We just turn away here. We absolutely do not want to go here. Because we're not going to win this. We shouldn't win this. Because they've got momentum coming through the ball. You see how they're facing where the ball's going? Their momentum is going in this direction. So when the ball goes up here, they should be able to meet it. If we cut across here and they shoot and it happens to be on target, which is probably going to be rare if we're being honest, we still want to have that option to be able to make the save and gather the possession. We don't want to force them to shoot thinking that they might miss. That's not our goal here. So this line here, we've cut way too much, and actually you can see they got the ball in front of you. So instead there, what you want to be doing is I'm here. Okay, they're hitting it. Boom, I'm back. Bam. Bam, I look in ball cam. Oh, sweet, the ball's actually going to come to me. Okay? So that's what we got to be thinking there. So a lot of this is going to be all about not challenging, being much more passive. Come around here. And I'm not sure if you went straight to the ceiling because you got bumped here. So you've come around, and that's fair enough. I don't know if that bump forced you to go up, but you actually want to be getting on the ground right now. Because your teammates hit it, so we want to be facing our nose down. I'm not sure if this is a glitch, I got to be honest. So we want to be forcing our nose downwards to come off and get ready. Or we can hang on the backboard here if we think there's going to be a shot. But at this rank, they're not really going to be looking for backboard threats. So this happens a lot. What it is because you're holding forward and jump to jump off this wall. But the second you do it, your front tires are actually off the wall here. So when you do it, it'll flip you forward. Try when you are coming around the wall like that. Try to just do a single jump with zero input. So just here, if you are coming here, just literally single jump and don't flip. That's better patience. Now, you see how, if you've watched the 1v1 and from before, where people went into the corner, you see how you sort of wait here? Good patience, good patience. I like it. Could they have been a better position? Yeah, they could have been a better position. But I don't mind this. At least you've took a little bit of time and giving your teammate a chance to get back here. And your teammate is coming back fast, which is nice. So even if they did get it around you now because you were patient, your teammate should be ready to go. Good collect. Okay, fair, fair, fair. Okay. They've put the ball away. You got boost, you got ball. If this player comes here, we don't have to worry about him. Honestly, we don't even need to touch this ball now because look at where the momentum's going. There's not much they can do. Their momentum can only push the ball up the wall. And they probably don't have the best amount of boost. It's kind of hard to get. They got 14 boost. So what we can do instead is we can stay grounded and just continue to push the ball forward and not flip. And we'll still be fine. We'll still be fine. I mean, a flip isn't going to cause a problem because they've got no momentum. You can flip through it. It doesn't really cause a problem. But then here, this is a part of the habit from flipping before, I feel. That this is a natural sort of thing for you. When you feel under pressure, you want to try and flip forward. Here, we definitely don't want to be flipping. What we want to do instead right now is we see them coming in. We can just grab the boost and head out. Just grab the boost and head out. And let our teammate take it. So we'd actually end up being here. Oh, look at that. The ball would have came to us. They would have shot, but we'd be faking. We'd be shadowing. And we'd be able to come across and take that. Alright. Once we get this here, We don't need to dive for this. We just need to grab the boost and go, because it puts you in a bad spot to recover. So now we've got a slower recovery. As you can see, that should have been a goal. That should have absolutely been a goal, because of the problem of overcommitting in the corner. If we don't overcommit in the corner, we get back plenty early. We'd get back so much, because we'd already be halfway back now if we didn't jump on that wall. Imagine that. Now your teammate made a mistake. As the last person, they just went and dove in there. They should also have shadowed. So you'll see that the big problem in this rank really is lack of shadowing. And again, overcommitting in the corner. Yeah, and that should have been a goal. Okay, let's see what you guys do. Oh, I don't like this. Alright, spot the mistake. You're the second man. So once you're here and you see them in front, that it's their job to go. They're in front. They're in front. They are in front of you. We can clearly see in front, but they can't see behind. Okay, unless they use the camera, which they're not going to do. So their job now is to possibly come out, look for fakes, look for challenges, look for whatever. Our job is to come here behind them. That's our job right now. But what happens instead is there's a bit of hesitancy. Like right now, we still need to let them go. We still need to let them go. Now we're pushing together. This isn't good. We're pushing up together, and that's just a giveaway. We don't have to always rush to the ball. If you did happen to see that your teammate, I mean, you already committed before they fell over. Imagine you do see them fall over, so you go to the ball. The last thing we want to do when both of the opponents are backing off is hit the ball. They're both backing off. They're both going this way. There's no advantage for us to hit the ball. They could go towards them more, but not only that, we are putting it into the middle when we're going to be stuck on the side. So this play is so common. I spoke about it in the wands play. This is so common, and literally all you're doing is taking yourself out of the play. Instead, slam your brakes on, take a second. Take your time. Look for a 50. Look for some control. Maybe carry into a flick. Maybe something like that. But just don't rush into the ball and smack the ball with no purpose. There you go. So now the board is traveling away from us and we're stuck on the wall. This is a terrible spot to be in. If they would have turned earlier, that would be a free goal. And V19 is now into play catch up because the board is being hit away like that. And now we've just got volatile situations of 50-50s. Okay. Which, even though there is a skill to it, and what they should have done here is turn slightly out. They would have won this if they turned slightly out earlier, like this, and then jumped, so their hitbox is like here, and then as they come in, just side flip, they would have actually been able to push that across, most likely. Again, that's just, you have to know how to 50, and there is RNG in a 50, you know, there is still some RNG in the 50. So here, take our time, don't blast it away. Always take your time. Always take your time. Always take your time. Try and get quality. And again, exactly the same play back to back here. Ball's in the air. What we want to do now is we want to catch him. We want to take our time. We see our teammate is rotating back ball side again. So I would personally just come here and wait. And just see what they're going to do. Personally, just because of, you know, what people are like. They could hit the ball. But what you absolutely, categorically do not want to do in this situation, think like, what's the gain here? There is nobody challenging this ball. This ball is a free possession. It is completely free. The opponents are not coming for it. They are over here. They are out the play. What we do now is we hit the ball into the wall again, which forces it to bounce back towards our opponent, and we end up stuck on the wall again. So we give away a free possession. Possession is massive. So here, again, just look at the speed. So they're just trying too much. Well, they should have had a free ball. They should have waited for this hit. And they didn't need to come across. They could have faked this as well. Okay, they could have literally just turned across here and just scooped up the possession or wait for their teammate. The problem is, one, they missed the ball. Two, their teammate's way too close. Look how close their teammate is. They don't have possession. They don't actually have possession yet. And their teammate's this close. So if you're doing this, really think about what you're doing. You do not need to be this close, especially when you don't have possession. because you can't react. No man, no woman, no person can react to this. Look at this. Right, supersonic. How are you going to react to that? So why are you there? If you cannot react to it, why are you even there? Because you think it's going to magically go perfectly up in the air and set you up. Well, it's not. That's insane. To think that would be insane. If you're out there, Tisp, why are you here? I just want to know. I really want to know and try and get in the minds of people, because I see this as very obvious. And this is what I've always said the whole time I've been playing Rocket League. Everyone is so close. They are just flying into the ball. I just love to understand what is going through their heads. What are they actually thinking? Because it doesn't make sense. So this gives you a free open there here. Shame you couldn't get anything on it. Nice try. Good demo there. Alright, so you see your teammates out of the play. So let's see what we do with this. Are we going to shadow and fake? Well, this is... okay. Honestly, I'm watching this, and right now, I'm bubbling, I'm boiling. Let me tell you that right now. My blood is going sky high. First of all, you're the second man. We don't need to push too far here. We can fake this. We can fake this, let them play it away from themselves. We can fake this. We can fake this. We can fake this. We can shadow. We can shadow. We can shadow with the second man. We should be shadowing. We should be taking our time. We should be letting our teammate get back. This line doesn't do anything. Okay? This line doesn't do anything. If we take this line, we are putting our car. If we just look at an overhead here, right? In basketball, they used to say, you know, when you talk about crossovers, if you actually watch a player crossover in basketball, they don't just cross over side to side. They actually go here to here. It's front to back. That's actually the way to do a crossover in basketball. The reason for that is not only are you changing your direction, but you actually get ability to move. Okay? We have lost our ability to move. We are going straight in a line here. And we're going supersonic at the wall. The wall's a nightmare. As you know, we get... oh, God. It takes the car out of control. We don't need to go supersonic here. We don't... There's no direct threat on the net. We don't need to be supersonic. We don't need that. What we need to do is come here, turn, maybe grab this boost, maybe shadow, and wait for our teammate to come back. Okay. Instead, we just boost, use all our boost to go up the wall, and we've essentially taken ourselves out of the play. Now, let me ask you this. What did you think was going to happen? Because if the ball comes and you actually hit it, all that's going to happen is you are going to hit the ball, okay, into the air. The ball is just going to fly into the air and probably lands like somewhere here, but you're going to still be here. So you've just lost possession that you gained for half a second. So we don't need to do that. The second thing that's... the thing that's making my blood boil right now is V19. And how often do we see this, guys? How often do we see this? Look at the rotation pattern. Like, I can't say this enough. This is ridiculous. They are boosting to the ball, which means that when they hit the ball, one, they could get the demo, which is great. That's what they can do. They can do, but it's too far up the wall now to bother with a demo, okay? If they hit the ball here with this momentum, they are going to center the ball. If you get to the ball, let's say you take a good angle and the ball comes down, you will hit the ball and they will block it. This is pointless. This has no merit in the game. But this is common. This is common in every rank. Everyone does it. And I'm going to tell you why. You know, people have said many times, I've heard people say, I'm gold, I'd like coaching. And I'm like, that's fair enough. And people say, no. You don't need coaching if you're gold. You don't need that. You just need to play the game more. Think how stupid that sounds for 1 second. Let's just really consider this, right? This player V19 is going back to doing this pointless play. What are they going to be thinking in their head if they're ignorant? And I'm not being harsh to V19. I mean, they're ignorant of what they're meant to do. They don't know what they're meant to do. Their mechanics will go up. Their offense will get better. And they'll be able to score goals, which means they'll be able to rank up. Well, years later, they get into SSL. And they're still doing this. Are we proud of this, really? That this is what the game's become? Anyone with 2 seconds to just take time out and think for half a second. Okay? Does this seem logical? Does this seem does putting momentum towards our net behind the ball seem logical? Does blocking our teammates' ability to clear the ball seem logical? Why are we doing it? That's all I want to know. What is going on? Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come round. Or if the ball's going fast, come here, come round. We don't need this. This makes no sense. But it happens everywhere. So I hate to be harsh, but I've really got to stress the importance of how ridiculous this is, that this is the game. Let's have a look at this. Yep, there we go. Sending the ball. Going too fast, so they end up slipping on the post. It's a goal. So the two mistakes made here. This player, let's just play what they should have done, right? And let's see how successful we would be. Boom, I come here. Bam. I come round, I'm looking. Okay. Teammate's gone. All right. Great, I'm here. I'm going to go up, and I'm going to clear it. How easy was that? How easy was that? We didn't trip. We didn't have to do anything mechanical. We just drove back and double jumped. We're safe. Okay. As for Julie here, what you should have done is just fake now, right now. Just put your fake. You've put the boost on, which is good. You know, it sells the fake. It sells that you're going to do something. So now we just turn instantly. We don't need to. We never want to put our noses momentum into walls like this when we don't have possession or anything like that, because all we're going to do is we are basically, you got to look at it as ticks. Okay, it's what we call it in speedrunning. Ticks, frames of possibility. Right, you're not stopping. We've seen that you're going to just go up here, right? You have the ball coming this way. That means you need to time this perfectly so that the second your car gets in the way, it hits the ball. We have very few seconds, like what, a couple of frames to do this? Say 30 frames. You know, games about what, 60 frames a second, did they say, something like that? So we've got half a second we've got a half a second time window to get this right. If we're here, let's just say we're here in front of the ball going to where the ball's going and it gets hit. Now we have 7 seconds where we can hit the ball, or the ball can be hit into us because we are going where the ball's going. So hopefully that makes sense. So we never want to go at an angle past the ball. This is why I'm always saying, like, when players turn and they brush across the ball, it's really bad because you have to time it perfectly and your momentum isn't actually doing anything. It's just a waste of time. So in that situation here, Julie, what you needed to do was just fake. And yeah, your teammate shouldn't be rotating that way. So even with that, you should be safe here. So I'm not having a go. I'm just trying to understand. I really am trying to understand the rotations. I really am. Not from yourself, because you're making an effort here. You're making an effort, but for V19, I'd love to know. I'd love to know the thought process. Right here, we get the boost. Okay, remember, we're trying to get back. So what do we need to do if we're trying to get back? What do we need to do? Because we're no use here. Okay, we're no use in this area right now. We know that because we need outward momentum. We need to be outward behind our teammate, backing our teammate up. That's what it's all about. It's 2v2. We need to back our teammate up. So what do we need to do here? We need to flip. We need to flip because it makes us faster. We can smash this player out of the way and go to back post. Just get ready. You get the bump. But again, what happens? Because we get this bump here. I can sort of understand this, to be honest. But now we're having to brush. You see how we're sort of turning and brushing across the ball? Think of the frames, guys. Think of the frames. So here, instead, take your time, maybe. And just get behind the ball and try and push it forward. Good patience. Great patience. You just came off the line a bit too much. So here, this is great. This is fine. This is fine. Now we're turning a bit too early. So here, a little bit more of an angle here to come around like this. So we're facing out, maybe a bit here. So we're here, facing out. And then as it comes in, we're still here, right? Okay, so this is the thing is, and we see all the time people continue to move. We don't need to move. We don't need to move. Now we can go. Okay, now we can go. So we're ready. We're ready to defend the front post. We want to be ready to defend the front post because we know that's where the shot's going to go. So what happens here is you turn. As you come in here, well, just take your finished position before the shot comes in. We're now off the front post. We're coming forward. We're out of the net. So when we come out of the net, now our time is limited. We don't have as much time to react as if we're here. If the shot comes on, we can still come here. But now, if the shot comes on, we can't go up here. We'd have to react real fast. So we're going to probably have to jump here, turn and maybe make the save here. So this just gives us a little bit longer to react. Okay, so that was the only thing there. It's coming out of the net a little bit too soon before you've established possession. So always look at your teammate here. Okay, wait for it. They've tapped the ball away. So they haven't established possession. There's no free ball there. Again, we're all in. We're all in here. We're all in to this position. At least this time you do collect your boost. Okay, so this is a really, 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 really important thing you've got to stop doing. And it's going to help you so much. When you see the ball like this, okay, you've really got to slow down. Honestly, you'll rank up so easily after this. I promise you that. You will rank up easily if you stop doing this. The ball is coming towards you. It's coming down. Sit on the ground. Collect the ball. Look at them. They're both on the same side. They've created a strong side. They're too close. They're too close. Catch the ball. Here. Take it. Flick. Hook shot. Bounce dribble. Power shot. Whatever. We don't need to go for this. And if we are going to go for this, if you're a really good world-class shooter and you can somehow get a shot like this, you know, air rolling better than anyone else, you don't want to go for this like this, because what are we doing? What are we doing? We've done this a few times, okay? Well, let's have a look at it. We've hit the ball into the wall with our momentum going towards the wall, which means it's going to bounce off the wall, which it has, but our momentum's still going to go this way, which now means we are in front of the ball, which now means we are not backing our teammate up because we are ahead of them. It also means we have no use in the play because we are now ahead of the ball, which means the only possible way we can get a touch on the ball is towards our own net, which is no good. So this is dangerous in a lot of reasons, and it also gives them a free ball. They can come up now and take this, or just get on the ground. They can take this. They can hit it around you. You know, they can do all sorts of things. So we've really got to be careful about hitting the ball into the wall like this. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. And if you do it, if you just so happen to go, oh, I'm learning, you know, I've been refining the movements, what you told me, straight away now, let's get back. Straight away. Flipping the whole time until we get supersonic. We don't need to boost once we're supersonic. Just drive back after we get supersonic. Good. Okay. It was good. It was good. Honestly, you had the right idea here. Looks like you give them a bump. Now we just need to get back. We just need to get back now. Because if they challenge that, you're out of the play. Because you first of all, we don't know where the opponent is. This guy. They could have been closer. Tisp could have. And now you're cutting into the ball. You see how you're cutting into the ball? And what happens here? You lift the ball up. The ball lifts up. Anytime you hit the ball on the ground like this, it lifts the ball up. So if someone here who we can't see, we can just see the edge of their nameplate. But if they were supersonic right now and they dive, this is going flying towards your net. We also don't know our teammate's position. They could also, from what we've seen, they could just come and smash the ball off us and bump us away. So we've cut the rotation there. We didn't need to do that. Instead, what we needed to do is land here, get the touch, and come back. Just come back. Let's see what our teammate's going to do. Okay? Play around them. You can see how close they are. You see how close they are? This is so dangerous. Right, let's look at it from their perspective. This is their ball. They know it's their ball. Watch this. They know, right, this is my ball. Ah, okay. I wasn't expecting my teammate to take it because that's my ball. But they also were in a little bit of sorts as well. The fact that this almost ends in a goal is kind of scary, if I'm being honest. Because there's very limited view. Can you sort of see how your view is very limited right now? You can't really see anything except for a wall. Right now we're just looking at the wall. We don't really know what's going on. So luckily they came off the front post, which is why that almost ended in a goal. But now look, bro, if you and your teammate for a second there were behind the ball's hitbox, pretty dangerous. So this is a kill of momentum. Right here, again, this. If you're first of all, we're turning the wrong way. We don't need to be turning this way. We actually need to be turning this way if we're going to go for this. Second of all, we don't want to be going for this like this because it just kills our momentum. We want to come back, give ourselves a line. And the reason we do this is, one, if we really want to challenge, if there's 10 seconds left, we get outward momentum in the ball. We give ourselves time to judge the play. We give ourselves time to react. But also, it gives us space. It lets them see us, which means we can do fakes. That's the ultimate goal, is to fake the ball out of their hands. So this killer momentum here, it only worked because they're overhandling the ball. They should have flicked that or something. So that, again, was a challenge to the side. So there's actually not really much to be gained here. So if you look at it again, your sideways, your nose again is facing the walls. This is something you do a lot. You face the walls with your nose. We don't want to be doing that. We want to be able to have forward to backwards. Now we're going through the ball here. Again, it's going to bounce. This time you actually get behind it, but it's just so low percentage. It shouldn't have worked. For a start, Benny shouldn't have turned that way. They should have turned the other way. They should have seen that you would come in, and they should have just gone like this and just waited back here for your touch. And then their teammate should have come around the back or something like that. Something like that should have happened. So, although this looks like a close attempt, it shouldn't really work because both of them... Yeah, so everyone's just doing the wrong thing here. Both players on the orange team are now in front of the ball, and the only way they can hit it is towards their own net because no one rotated back. Tisps didn't rotate properly. They should have rotated back here. Tisps should already be here right now, behind the ball, and this player should be here. So that they've blocked everything. Everything should be blocked. And Tisp, because this player's sort of on the wall, it's going to be harder for them to go. So Tisp should just come out and take this. But again, there's just a lot of confusion going on. I think your teammate's got an opportunity here because of this. Unfortunately, they do miss the ball. So that's unfortunate in that situation. This is a reverse half flip that you do here, sort of thing. But in this situation, you don't really want to be messing around too much here because this is dangerous. Believe me, this is so dangerous. Your teammate is literally as far out of the play as possible. I always say that they are, but this really is taking the biscuit. They're literally in the net. They're in the net, stuck sideways. So they got to go here to turn. They're not even coming downwards or coming up to get a flip. No, they are sideways. I wouldn't even bother with this. You can probably double jump or do a hold your A button, do a backflip, but you might as well just back off. You might as well literally just back off here. Flip away. Flip away. Don't even worry about challenging it. Well, this was better. That was great. That was great. You got to be impressed with this. It wasn't perfect, you know, but it was good. You rotated to the back post. This is what you need to do in this situation. This is the whole advantage of doing this, is we see the ball going high. So what you can do, Julie, instead, fly camp. So as you come around here, this is the advantage. Okay, we've got time. We've got boost. We wait here. Ah, right. So now, because we've waited here, we go up onto the backboard. Okay, and now we're going to be ready. You see what I'm saying? So the whole advantage of doing this is it gives us time to make a good decision, and it also gives us two options: stay grounded or go onto the backboard. This is especially important in freeze because you have to react to what your opponents are doing. If you've got one on the backboard already, you can stay grounded. If you've got one on the ground, you can go to the backboard, depending on what that second man is doing. So here, we need to be on the backboard, and then we can just jump off and take it, and just take it. Because they've both gone, you can jump off, and as you get better, you can jump off, and you can actually flip that. And it's going to go towards their net. You'll be able to land, boost grab, open net. Okay, so the mistake here, great that you rotated away from the action, but you just pushing forward a little bit too much, and it puts you in this awkward spot, and then it makes it very mechanical. V19 didn't need to flip here. So if you're out there, V19 will look at this as well. What you can do is take your time here. You're not really in any danger. So that's a giveaway of possession. You sort of hit the ball away from yourself. Instead, you can just wait by the ball. You can literally come up here and just wait. Just wait. Oops. Just wait. And then stay close. And then we can get a 50 or whatever. Okay, dunk it through. So this was the right idea. Good rotation. Yeah, really good. Shame about the finish, but that's fine. At least we're getting a few things going well here, which is nice. Okay, so you know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say. What is there to gain? What is there to gain here? Can we score this angle? Absolutely, categorically, no. It is literally impossible. No one can score this angle. This is an impossible angle to score. It's impossible. There's no way this is possible. We're going to hit this ball. It's going to bounce this way. Where are we going to be? We're going to be stuck on the back wall. We are now putting ourselves away from the play because we're diving against a wall. We didn't need to do that. Instead, what we need to do is fake. Fake. Okay? And then they can hit the ball and then we can play like that. So nothing good should come of this. Let's just see how it plays out because it looks like there is a goal. Again. So teammate misses the ball. Really unfortunate. What you can do in this position if you are coming back in these circumstances is hit the ball back into your own corner and follow it. So just hit the ball back into your own corner, take your boost, and then come and just sort of act as a shield here, depending on what they're doing. You can start pushing the play. Or if they've gone here, if they're coming behind, we can take it across. So you got many more things you can do, but we need control of the ball first. Possession is key. So yeah, we need to make sure we get possession and not just turn like this, because now again, if they dive in here, if they were supersonic, which they're not, they should have been. Obviously, they took a bad line too. So if they were doing their job, okay, if they did their job properly and came here and waited right now, bang. Or even if they were late, which they shouldn't have been, they could just dunk you right here. So scooping the ball up like this is dangerous. At least you got your side flip on to create some sort of block. Good beat by your teammate. They double committed. Nice play there, really. I mean, nice play. They hit the ball away. You took the boost. You sort of saw your teammate sort of knew what you were doing. Did they know what you were doing? Your teammate had no boost. I mean, yeah. They sort of had the idea. They should... Right now, your teammate should have just given up on that mid boost right now, and they should have just been flipping this way across these pads. That's what they should have been done, flipping across here, because then they'd already be in this position. See, like if they did what I just said about flipping in, they'd already be in this position. So it would have made a difference, but it's more efficient. If you would have hit the ball harder, they would have been ready as well. But in the way they did it, if you hit the ball harder, they're not ready. Okay, cool. So right here, I'm guessing this is mechanical, but once you're facing the ball, yeah, you're trying. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Trying to get the flip to. Really here, you don't want to be going for this boost right now. Our goal is we don't know what's going on. The last thing we saw was they had the ball, so we need to flip here or drive here, and get back into the back post position. Okay, now we can start pushing here. I might come here. Yeah, great. Now I can take it. And I can actually hold the ball. So again, this player just literally drives straight back and pushes you out the play. Yeah, this is ridiculous in all honesty, because they should have again just rotated the back post, and then this happens, which causes a chain reaction. Again, they're just rotating on the ball. To be honest, this is probably the most annoying thing I've seen. They're just constantly rotating the ball side. If you're out there, don't rotate ball side. It's like it doesn't do anything. It really does not do anything. It just causes problems. This is a giveaway of possession though. You do finally break free here. Granted, you can't see what's going on, so I do understand that actually. Hopefully you don't boom this. Take your time. Okay, you gave it away. So there, you could have took your time. Let it come off the wall. Just come here, sit, stay the same height, but point your nose down. And as it comes down, you can drive down with it. So you hit the ball away here. Right, now where are we going? Right, well, we need to rotate balls away from the ball. So we need to come this way. This way here. We're looking at the ball. Our teammate can go. Fantastic. The ball is going to come to us. We might be able to go for that later on. But instead, what do? We hit the ball away. Now we cut. And now we're sat under the ball. And now we're on the wall. We're on the wall. We should be rotating. This is our priority. We need to get back because they should have hit that. So we need to be back ready And now we're turning again, which means both players are in the same spot. This could end really badly. It does end badly. They should score this, but they don't. That should have been a goal. There was too much turning on the ball here. Way too much turning and diving. And diving is a big no-no unless you know 100% you're going to get it. So again, your teammate just cuts the rotation. They go there looking for a bump, but they actually centered the ball up. This could have been deadly. So what you should have done here anyway is you should already be here facing out here. So as the ball comes over, if they botch it up, you can just go and hit it. And they shouldn't have even been there. They should have been behind you to give you the confidence to go. Alright, good patience in the net. Okay. Oh, it looks like you're lagging. Are you lagging? That's strange. So right there, I mean, you're looking away from the ball here. There's not. I suppose like that'll do really. It's not optimal, but it's not bad. Good beat there. You saw that they'd gone too high. So these center balls here, what you can do instead, you're not going to believe what I'm about to say, is don't hit the ball. So you can see both players in the orange team have gone for this. If we don't hit this ball, it's centers for our teammate. If we don't hit it. If we don't hit this ball, it's going to fall down. We could even slow down and just wait here and then at the last second just tap it forward. But either way, that was just going to come down here for our teammate. And what we could have done is here, once we realize that's happening, is look straight down and just boost straight down and back. Get behind the teammate, ready to back them up if they go for the shot, which they do. Brilliant. Now we can come in and we can get the goal. We can support them. This shouldn't be a goal either, in all honesty, because Benny has cut the rotation, so now they're ahead of the ball's momentum, and then at that, they can't react to it, so they should have gone to the back post and come out. A lot of these guys, you're just going to notice me saying the same thing over and over, and I know it's a long video, and again, this has been edited down, but I just cannot stress enough the importance of back, like rotating away from the ball. I know people have talked about it for years, and no one does it. I think that people don't think it works or something, but I'm trying to show you how every goal has actually just been from bad rotation here. This is good rotation. Hey, look at that. That's the best rotation of anyone. Oh man, your teammate. So this is the best rotation here. You come to the back. Now, you could have personally waited a little bit longer here. You could have waited a little bit longer. Just lingered here. Okay, just a little bit longer. But great read there. Nice idea on the shot. I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Your teammate, of course, their instant reaction is to turn towards the ball instead of backing their teammate up. Honestly, I hate playing with people like this. I don't know what they're playing at. That is really ridiculous. If you see V19, if you're out there, if you see your teammate's nose pointing towards the ball and they've just hit it, let them take the ball. Let them take the ball. No, that could have been a goal potentially. I mean, you could have held the ball a little bit longer. I mean, I would have done the same thing. I would have took that shot. Nice boost grab. The problem is here, you turn towards their net. So even though this guy's been crazy, right now you have to turn this way. Like, you need to turn this way straight away. Straight away. Let's go back. Let's go back. We don't want to turn infield. We want to turn backwards. Back round to protect our net because we're both in the corner. We need to get out of the corner. So you've actually, your way of turning has put you in the corner longer. If you look at this, right? You're in the corner. Look at your nose. Turn away from the corner right now. Get out of the corner. No, you turn this way. Now you're both stuck in the corner. And this should be an open net. They missed the shot or it was too weak. That should have been a goal again. So if you turn the other way, you would have actually already been here. You would have been here already if you turn the other way. And if you front flip straight away, and front flip, and you're here, you could have probably gotten off that miss and just shot the open net. See, that makes it difficult. That possibly could have been a goal again. There's these cuts into the ball. What you want to do instead, once you see this miss, I mean, first of all, we should have gone back earlier, but it's done now. What's done is done. They've missed the ball. Here, just crack it with a side flip to your corner. Just crack it to your corner. Give yourself time. Give yourself, your teammate, time to get back. Instead of trying to stop it, because stopping it, as you can see, does not work in your favor, because your momentum's dead, but your opponent's momentum isn't, and they're actually wanting to go in that direction. Oh, it's overtime. Okay, cool. Okay, again, so this is now What I said earlier is the reason why. If you front flip here, you would have got to the ball faster. They almost scored that because you were too slow to the ball and you didn't have anything behind it. So don't make that a habit. Front flip into the kickoff. Okay, you're both coming off the post way too much here. Right here, we don't need to be pushing at all. We need to be sat back waiting. You can see our teammates already on the backboard anyway. So if we're here, I'm just going to wait. I'll let them shoot. They miss. Okay, now I can go. There's a spill out. I'll take this boost. Great. Look how much time I've got because I waited. Look how much time I've got on the ball. We don't need to go for the ball. If we see our teammate in front of us like this or they go in there, we are now stacking that side. We are now stacking that side. We have nothing back post if they got a touch. We have nothing now. If they shoot this on target, there is nothing that can stop it going through. Looks like you're going to do the right things and then you just turn a little bit early. I think it's the discipline. And right here, you know, this is why I'm not a big fan of trying to catch things in the corner. Instead, pause, break right now. You know it's going to the corner, so if we break, then we can come here. Because we know it's bouncing in the corner. And then we've got the ball. And then we can go and do what we want. Or a fake. Maybe another fake. Maybe a low 50. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't go for this and try one of those miraculous shots. Let's just play devil's advocate and say you're amazing and you actually hit this. What did you gain? What do you gain? You hit the ball away. So now they've got the ball anyway. So we didn't gain anything. And with our momentum going upwards like this, there is no way you could have caught the ball and carried, like dribbled it. If you're really good, you can stop the ball. If you're a little bit more side on, you can actually cushion this. If you're really good, you can cushion this and take it down. But we can't cushion it when we're doing this. Because even if we cushion it, we'd have to dribble upwards. Gravity won't allow that. That's pushing the ball down. Good that you got back to net. Teammate goes. Opportunity. Go for their boost. Okay, so right here, go for the boost. Teammate's gone right there. You can see they're definitely getting back. Now, anytime there's a play like this where the ball is in volatile, it's going to be a conflict, right? Where's the ball going? And get to the biggest boost possible. Because everyone will want that. So as soon as you see this go that way, flip towards that boost. Get that boost. Get that. You've still got time to get that boost. You've still got time to get that boost. You've still got time to have grabbed that boost. And now Tisper's got it. So you could have had a bit more threatening. Turns out they had like a lot of boost anyway. But you could have stole their boost. Just made it more threatening for him, Benny's, if he wanted it. Again, what's there to gain if we hit this? Nothing. We are under the 0 threat. There is nothing to gain from hitting this. All we are doing is hitting the ball into their corner, which means in the process of flipping into the ball, we are putting ourselves towards their corner, which is a low percentage position to be in. So even though we get the hit on the ball again, the ball has come away. You see, this is why it's really bad. You're stuck now because you flipped towards the wall. You're stuck on the wall. You're out the play. So now it's a 2v1. And your hit wasn't perfect, so it went to the opponent. If your hit was really good and they were in the right position, if they were like here-ish, facing out, it would have still gone to them and you would have still ended up in this position. They would have had a free ball anyway and they could have gone this side and done everything they wanted. So, but they just so happened to be in a pretty poor position, but it worked out well because the hit wasn't right. But now you're stuck. Look how long it takes to get off this wall here. Too long. Yeah. That should have been another goal here. They did the same. They're also stuck on the wall. But this player is left in a one. Look, they did exactly that, what I just said. They dribbled the ball laterally. So now they've got all their options open. They can see everything. They managed to get it around that player because they went laterally. They just missed up that flick there. And they just missed up that finish. They shouldn't have. Good recovery to get back. I'm glad that you boosted all the way back here. And you actually took a good line. Now you've left the ball for the boost though. So right here you didn't need to do this. You could have stuck with the ball. Jab it out. And then sort of jab it softly and stay here. Here. We can do loads of fakes. We can flick it. The net's wide open. We can do all sorts of things. But it's just sort of giving up on it. And that falls back to them. There's a diving challenge. Challenges are always risky. It's like this. Because you're having to go across to try and get to them. You're not coming from right behind it. So you could have just shadowed there and gone to the back post. In fact, if you shadow right now, and went to the back post here, your teammate could go challenge. Let's just see what would have happened playing devil's advocate. Okay, brilliant. The boost, and then the ball comes to us, so there's no danger there. Okay. Oh, we're still not back. No, you've got to get back now. You've got to get back. Right, you're drifting. You can't drift here. Drifting kills momentum, man. Right now, we need to not drift. We need to just like ramp, turn, like boost and turn. We got 50 boost, turn, and maybe a side flip to try and get closer, or a diagonal, or speed flip if you could. Okay, we need to get back here fast. We need to back our teammate up. It's 2v2. It's all about backing our teammate up. But we do this drift. That's just an unlikely shot for them. Unbelievably, they miss another open net. I'm not joking. This game should have probably been about 7-2. But they miss another open net because they're going too fast. If they would have instead... Not a bad line, really. Slam the brakes on here. Just take their time. Try and catch it. But there's honestly no excuse for this. There is literally no excuse for what? There is no excuse for this. To me, you wanted to lose this game if you're doing this. If you seriously wanted to win this game, and you know that they've just missed, and you're still not getting back, and you literally go for the furthest boost, even though you got 54, away from the action, while your teammate is getting 2v1'd. There is no possible way you wanted to win this. You come back on the ball, and that's going to be game. The number one thing, please, everybody, rotate away from the ball and just be patient in net. Just be patient in net. You will fly through this rank. You can literally do this to Grand Champ. You can do it to... I did it. It's on the series. No Mechanics Road to GC in 2v2. It's all I do. Just rotate properly. Just go to back. It's so simple. And imagine if you had two players doing that and they both got mechanically good, how easy the game would be. There you go. So hopefully that really shows that every goal for every team was scored by a bad rotation, like I've been saying for years. So if you're not going to go to the back post, you don't deserve to rank up. It's that simple. Can you see how simple the game is if you just go to the back post? So rotate to the back post. I don't want to be too mad about it. I know people are going to be like, this guy's a bit over the top about this, but I'm sure now, surely, if I say it enough, it's got to prove the point. It's got to prove the point. People seriously want to win. They need to stop doing that. So, yeah, sorry to be a little bit harsh on some of the things, but I've really got to say it how it is. This is an educational series, and my goal is to help players get past their ranks. And if I can help by being nice, if being nice sometimes isn't helping some people, if they need it repeating more, if they need me to be a little bit mad about it, then I'm going to have to do that. Because that needs to stop. Honestly, if your mechanics are fine, everything's fine. Like mechanically, you're fine. Those mechanics you've showed are enough to get to Grand Champ. That's right. I'm literally going to say this. Every single player right now in Platinum, Gold, maybe Platinum, your mechanics are enough to get to Grand Champ. And if you think you're playing the game right with your rotations and your Platinum, please send me your replays. Because after this episode, we're going on to the Platinum series. And I want to show that everyone is doing this. You'd have to be pretty unfortunate to lose if you're rotating to back post and you're waiting and you're being patient in that. You'd have to be pretty unfortunate. So there we go. Thank you everyone for watching. I really do hope this helps. You can see the reason I get so frustrated about this because I'm really passionate about it and I really want to help people get better. So take that as you will. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. I really do. And thank you so much for sending in the replay, Julie. Again, not aimed at you so much, the frustration, more at V19 for the constant cutting on the rotation. So thank you very much. I hope it's been constructive. I hope it's helped you. I hope it's giving you some food for thought, as I hope it has to everyone else. Look after yourself, have a nice life, and peace out. Peace!